know, we are here for a beautiful reason, in a beautiful place. And as you study God's design, really there are only three parts that need to be sort of addressed during our time together. The vows, of course, the promises that you'll make to each other, and the changing of your names, Mr. and Mrs. And then, of course, the celebration.
The last weeks have been strenuous, aggravating. We've laid awake countless nights wondering what this moment would be like and praying that it would be perfect. I come to realize that no matter how much you plan, there's always something that's going to be wrong. But that's also what makes life exciting. And I don't want my life with you to ever be perfect, because some of my favorite times are the times that don't go so well. They're the memories that we look back on. This year on my birthday, we worked so hard to make me my favorite dessert and to bring it to the restaurant, only to find out the restaurant had burnt your cobbler to a crisp. But you made them scrape the charcoal off the top and stick some birthday candles in it and bring it out. So now, here are my vows. I had to say that so it would make a little more sense. I vow to you that no matter what, no matter how messed up things get, I will always be your birthday candles. I promise. I'll get there. I promise to go through this crazy life with you, always by your side and always holding your hand.
When I first knew Brian coming into Whitney's life, I panicked. And it was a tough time in her life. She had gone through a tough relationship, and I was a basket case. I'm sure Brian will attest to that. But I prayed, truly, that this relationship, if it was meant to be, that God would keep it together. It has been so, and I want God's blessing on your marriage. That would be my wish for the both of you in Lobriel.
I'm so glad that Brian came into Whitney's life, especially at a hard time. And I know that Whitney loves Brian, I know that Brian loves Whitney, and Whitney's crying right now, and you're gonna make me cry. And I just want to say that I love you guys so much.
Brian. I had prayed to God every night that he would find the perfect man to not only love me, but to love my little girl, and he has more than answered my prayers. You have shown me what true love is, not just by how you love me, but how I see the endless playful love you have for Brielle. I'm so honored you chose me to be your wife. I promise to not only be your wife, but to be your best friend. I promise to always pray for you, pray with you, and pray for us. I promise to be faithful and supportive, and always make our family's love and happiness my priority. I will promise to try to chew my food quietly and not by your ear, because I know it drives you nuts.
Thank you.
I promise to dream with you, celebrate with you, and walk beside you on this journey we're about to begin, good times or bad. And I promise to love you until my heart stops. Brian, I love you, I respect you, and I adore the man you are.
I vow that our lives together will be filled with countless perfect moments intertwined in a sea of chaos. I vow to strengthen our relationship with God together. And I promise my heart to you, I pledge my body to you, I swear these words to you, and I vow to grow old with you.
There's a little baby in here, and so that baby kind of reminded me of when Brian was born. You know, when you see that baby for the first time, you have no idea that you're even capable of that kind of love. And you look at them, and before they're born, you have all these like, my kid's gonna be this, my kid's gonna do that, they're gonna do what I didn't do, they're gonna, you know, follow my dreams. But the minute I looked at him, I was like, all I want is for him to be happy.
In the light of your sun, I find it's not what I've done. For you have
Whitney, I'm proud of you, and you are my daughter in every way, and I love you so much. And Brian, it's so awesome to have you as a future son-in-law and just to be in our family. You fit in perfectly. And I love you both very much.
To my future wife, I can't believe this day is finally upon us.
I am so happy our big day is finally here. Marrying you is a fairy tale to me. You were the missing piece I had given up on finding.
It may not have seemed immediate to you, but I knew that I loved you right from the start. I was scared of how strong my emotions were and insecure about my abilities to be a good father for Brielle. The best decision I ever made was to follow my emotions back to you.
You're so long.
It's so long. So mean, so shabby.
So shabby chic.
I've never met a man so caring, selfless, and loving as you. I want to thank you. Thank you for choosing me to be your wife. Thank you for accepting Brielle into your life and loving her as your own.
I love my daddy.
He loves you too.
Immediately I fell in love with your gentle, loving, and beautiful nature inside and out. When I got to know more about you, I couldn't believe all that you had been through and how well you had handled all of it. I know that it wasn't easy with Brielle at the beginning, but I always admired how strong you were for her. I have learned so much from you. How to put my faith in God, to be a good parent and role model for Brielle, and how to communicate when I'm happy and when I'm sad. You have even shown me the true meaning of love.
Thank you for proving to me that good men do exist and showing me how to trust again. And thank you for the best late night laughs and the best early morning kisses and dead fishes. I am so excited to start our lives together. I know I will forever have my best friend by my side. I couldn't dream of a better father for my children. And I'm so excited to grow our family.
When your father hands you off to me and I look teary-eyed into your beautiful brown eyes, I hope you know how serious I am about the commitment we are making to one another. I'm in this for the long haul, and I will always work to be the best husband to you and the best father for our family. I can't wait to start the rest of my life with you and grow our family. I joke about wanting a boy, but really, a boy or a girl doesn't matter to me. Give me a baby girl that's just like you, and I swear no one will love her more than her daddy.
I can't describe the feeling that I have when I watch you bow your head with Brielle and lead our family into prayer. I am so excited to continue to strengthen our relationship with God. You are the only one I can imagine spending the rest of my life with. You complete me, baby, and I am madly in love with you. See you at the altar, stud.
I always said God knows what he's doing, and he's doing the right thing with you too. I love you, and I know you're going to have many, many anniversaries. We can all come and eat again and have big desserts and stuff like that.
Well, it doesn't matter my name or that I'm a bridesmaid. All you need to know is that I'm Tegan's mom, Brielle's best friend. I actually met Brian before Whitney several years ago when he moved to North Carolina. And then about 2 years ago, I met Whitney, and she was so classy, and I was like, how did Brian end up with that? But you both bring out the best in each other. I met Whitney when I was going through a rough time as well, and we bonded so quick. And the only thing I hope for is that one day our little girls turn into what we are, and we'll be sitting back there watching the two of them grow up together.
I met Whitney when I was about 11 or 12 years old, and
and we met on the bus. And we would just imagine our lives with these great guys and holding our hands through it. And we were just like 12-year-old girls just staring out a bus window. And I'm just so happy that she found him. And I really think that he is him for her. And I'm really proud of you both.
All that I am, all that I've had to suffer through.
I actually first met Whitney sitting in the cafeteria at a table with mutual friends from her high school. And they kept talking about this Whitney. And all of a sudden, this blonde drama queen comes busting through the door, screaming about something. My first reaction is, whoa, this girl's freaking out over nothing. And then my second thought is, ugh, she is so pretty. All joking aside, you have one of the best traits someone can have, because when they're that dramatic, you intensify everything by 10. So when you love someone, you love them with everything you have. I always tell people Brian gives the best hugs, because when he hugs you, you know he means it. You get annoyed that I say he's always perfect, but never tell you why he's perfect. And he's perfect for you because you finally found someone that's equally as perfect as you are.
And everywhere we
What is this?
Brian, I love you like a son. You are probably one of the most competitive people, besides myself, that I've ever met. And I feel right now, God has given you the biggest prize ever.
I love you. I'll take good care of her. I know you will.
I could not be more thrilled that Whitney has finally found her true love. Brian, I want to thank you for coming into Whitney and Brielle's life, because I know she couldn't have done it without you. I have never seen someone more in love than when I see Whitney look at you.
Brian and Whitney, all I can tell you is never, ever, ever give up. Remember this feeling that you have and do everything you can to keep it. You guys have a great family. You have all of us here to help you in any way that we can to keep this together and make this life together beautiful.
In the Old Testament, God's people would make pledges, and God would encourage them to mark the spot. They would mark the spot. Sometimes they would pour oil over the mountainside, and they would just continue to pour it, and it would soak in, and it would stain the mountain in such a way that when people walked by, they would look at it and say, what happened there? And the people would explain that God did something supernatural. He changed the name of locations to remind people, because we have a tendency to drift, become dull of hearing, and sometimes even in our foolishness premeditate things that are hurtful. And God says that we wear a ring so that we look at the ring and we remember His presence, His promise to us to be with us in all things. Okay, and so it's symbolic, yes, but it's much deeper than that. And so as you place this ring upon her finger, I want to ask you to say, I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
Wear it with joy and love.
Wear it with joy and love.
I choose you to be my wife this day.
I choose you to be my wife this day.
Place this ring upon his finger. And say this, I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and my faithfulness.
It's a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
I choose you to be my husband this day.
I choose you to be my husband this day.
Look how pretty. Brielle, can I tell you something? I promise to always hold your hand and skip with you down the street and bring comfort to your life. knowing I will always be by your side. I vow to make you say your prayers before you eat, and I will make sure we always include Tegan in them. Hey, can I have a hug? I promise to read you stories at night, to always tuck you in real tight, and I'll give you big kisses goodnight. I vow to jump, dance, and be silly with you whenever you want, even right now. I vow to show you how a man should treat a woman in my relationship with your mother. I promise to never think anybody is good enough for you. And above all else, I vow to protect you, care for you, and love you forever.
For the very first time, you can kiss as Mr. and Mrs. It's a joy to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Brian Scott.
Whitney, as always, you look absolutely gorgeous tonight. And any man would be lucky enough to have someone like you. I'm glad that you and Brian are lucky enough to have each other. Bridesmaids, you all look great as well, and I will get you a drink as soon as it's over.
Right now we can begin to believe in a life worth more than before. Never give up the fight for love. For love.
Whit, I love you. Thank you for all the good times, the bad times, the laughs, and I can't wait for many more. Thank you for being a great friend, someone I can always look to for advice, and often trying to be my matchmaker. Because I've tried to date probably almost every girl there.
You got your head in the clouds, but I'm coming out swinging, saying, come and get me. I'm already yours. If you let me, I'm already yours. So come on and show me what to fight for.
Brian, I could go on all night about all the great things I could say about you. You've done more things for me that I will forever be thankful for. You've been my shoulder to cry on, my phone call at 3 a.m. Life wouldn't be as good or as interesting as it is now if you weren't in it. I will forever be here for you for anything you need. Thank you for having me be your best friend.
Put your hands together if you're ready to fight for love.
Through thick and thin, the good, the bad, you're my best friend, you're my brother, and my love.
Swinging, singing, come.